Okay, we're asked to multiply these two matrices together. These are big ones. Now let's see the order of the first one. See if we can do the multiplication. Rows by columns. 3 rows by 3 columns. Next one, 3 rows by 3 columns. Okay, so the inner entries match. Equality means we can do the multiplication. The product does exist. And the outer entries tell us the order of our answer. It's a 3 by 3. Okay, so let's get ready. 3 by 3. So we're going to have one entry here, one here, and one here. And then down below from that, here, here, and here, and one more, here, here, here. That'll be a 3 by 3. Okay, let's go across the first row, multiplying across the first column. Okay, we'll do some of it in our head. 1 times a negative 2 is negative 2, plus 1 times 2 is positive 2, plus 1 times negative 3 is a negative 3. Okay, so we can go ahead down below here and write the answer. That gives us negative 3 in the first entry. Okay, now we go across the first row and the second column. And we put our entry here. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2, plus 1 times 2 is 2. I'm sorry, I was doing the same column. I have to do this column now. 1 times 3 is a positive 3, a positive 3. Watch yourself. Plus 1 times 5 is 5, plus 1 times 0 is 0. So that will give me 8 in this position of my answer. And finally, first row, last column. And that will be 1 times negative 4 is negative 4, 1 times positive 7 is positive 7, and 1 times negative 6 is minus 6, and 7 minus 6 is 1, minus 4 gives me negative 3 in this position. Okay, let's move down to the second row, first column. 0 times negative 2 is 0. 1 times 2 plus 2, plus 1 times negative 3 minus 3. 2 minus 3 is negative 1. Okay, second column. 0 times 3 is 0, plus 1 times 5 is 5, plus 1 times 0 is 0. That position has the number 5. Okay, second row, last column. 0 times negative 4 is 0. 1 times 7 is 7 plus 7. 1 times negative 6 is negative 6. 7 minus 6 is 1. Excellent. Okay, so we just have one more row to go. We're going to do the last row across the first column. 0 times anything is 0, plus 0 times anything is 0, plus 1 times negative 3 is negative 3. So we have a negative 3 down below in this position. Next, second column with this last row is going to be 0 times 3 is 0, plus 0 times 5 is 0, plus 1 times 0 is 0. This position carries a 0. And finally, the last column right here, we go 0 times negative 4 is 0, plus 0 times 7 is 0, plus 1 times negative 6 is negative 6. So this position is negative 6, and here is our answer. It is a 3 row by a 3 column, just as we predicted, and we are finished.